And welcome to your 15-minute gentle yoga and day 16 of the January yoga challenge on Yoga with Alona. Let's get right into it. Make sure you're sitting in a comfortable seated position, maybe up on a cushion or a rolled blanket, and find a nice tall spine here. Take a moment to fully arrive in your yoga practice. Set aside everything else that's going on in your life right now. And begin to become aware of your breath moving in and out through the nose. Whether you're feeling tired or like you've been sick or you just have very little energy today, just meet yourself wherever you are right now in this moment. Breathe in and let it go through the nose. Now gently rolling your head around in a semicircle from one side over to the other. Feeling that gentle stretch in the neck and noticing any areas where there's extra tension and tightness and giving extra time to those points. And then you can roll your shoulders. Come back the other way. And now take your left ear to your left shoulder, feeling that stretch come into the right side of your neck. Maybe tilt the chin down slightly. And if you'd like a deeper stretch, you can take the right arm out away from the shoulder and you'll feel this kind of bring the stretch more into the neck. If it feels too strong, just place your hand back down. Take a deep breath in and let it go. And then you can flip your right palm back away from you with the thumb pointing down, bend the elbow, take the back of the hand onto your upper back and feel this stretch even more in the front of the shoulder and the side of the neck. Take a full round of breath here. And then relax, come back into the center, ready for the other side, taking the right ear towards the right shoulder this time. Again, if that's enough for you, stay there, maybe tilting the chin down slightly. If you want to add on, you can extend the left arm to your left side. Feel that stretch a little more. You might need to wiggle around until it feels like a good point to stretch for you. And again, you can turn the thumb downwards, the palm away from you, and bend the elbow. Bring the back of the hand onto your upper back, as high up on the back as you can, dropping the head down in the opposite direction. Stay with your breath. Keep your breath smooth and steady. Another inhale. And as you exhale, come to center. Draw tall through the spine. And then as you exhale, take your left hand over to your right knee. Your right hand slightly behind you and twist from the navel, from the belly button area around to the side. So the hips are still squaring forward and you're just rinsing out the center of the body from the middle. You can even tilt your head around towards your back shoulder as well if that feels good. A couple of deep breaths here. Another deep breath in. And exhale, turn it gently towards the center, ready for the other side. Inhaling, draw tall, and exhale, twist from the belly button around to the other side this time. So left hand comes behind you, right hand comes across to the left knee. Draw up through the top of the head as you twist around from the belly. Another deep breath in. And as you exhale, come into the center, come over the legs, and make your way around into a tabletop position, taking your knees underneath your hips, your wrists under your shoulders. Press down through the palms, lift your belly towards your spine lightly, and then as you inhale, tilt the tailbone up, the crown of the head up. As you exhale, round the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone. Move with your breath. Inhale, lift the top of the head, lift the tailbone. Exhale, round the back, press the mat away. Really feel that stretch in the back body. Inhale, coming through. Really feel that stretch. Almost feel like you're dragging the hands back towards your knees. Exhale, round the back. And again, one more time. And back to a flat back, tuck your toes under, take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, lift the knees, sending your belly back onto the thighs, creating a deep squat with the legs, belly gluing to the thighs, and then move your legs towards straight without bringing the shoulders forward. So you're pressing everything back towards the legs. If your heels reach the mat, then great, bring the balls of the big toes together. If not, then totally fine as well. Just bend the knees a little more to make more space for those tight hamstrings. And then you can pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. From here, breathe in, come forward to a plank position, and then bring the knees down. So you're in a low, modified plank position. Make a straight line from the knees to the top of your head. Breathe in, bend the elbows, lower slowly to the earth. And then take a deep breath in as you lift the heart, squeezing the backs of the shoulder blades together. Maybe lift your chin for a cobra position. Exhale, lower down. Do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift the heart space, keep the tops of the shoulders away from your ears, and exhale, lower down. One more time. Really finding that strength in the upper back. Exhale, lower down. And then take the fingertips wider than the mat. We'll take a wider cobra position, intimidation cobra. Feeling even more of a stretch across the chest. You could lift your chin if that feels okay on your neck. Trying not to crunch too much into the lower back, but really puffing the heart forwards, lifting the heart space. And exhale, lower back down to the earth. You can press into the hands again. And come back to your downward facing dog. From here, lift your left leg as high as it can go. Scoop it forward and bring the left knee down towards your left wrist. So we're preparing for a Ekapada Kapotasana pigeon pose. You might be able to bring your left shin in line with the top edge of the mat. If you can do that, then great. Otherwise, you'll have your shin at a more narrow angle. Or you can do like I'm going to and keep your knee at the right angle, but maybe drop over onto the left side a little more. You want to feel a stretch in your glute and your thigh. If this version of pigeon feels too much for you, then you can bring your right shin alongside the right edge of the mat. So you're making two 90-degree angles with your knees. And then whatever position you are taking with the legs, you can draw tall through the spine. You can stay up in this lifted version for a more active stretch, or to make it a little more passive, bring yourself down to lying over that front leg, and you'll even feel the stretch move to a slightly different place in the body. This is a really amazing pose for if you have any lower back tightness or tension, or a lot of tightness in the hips and glutes. Really try to keep dropping the hips down towards the earth, squaring the hips. Breathing deeply. Extending your exhales long. Few more deep breaths here. And then you can slowly walk your hands back up. Lift your left foot. Press yourself back to your downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. And then lift your right leg high, preparing for the other side. Lift the right leg as high as it can go. And then scoop it forward. Right knee to right wrist this time, preparing for your pigeon variation on the other side. Again, if it feels like you can't access this pose with the legs straight back behind you, then you can take this 90-90 option with the legs, so two 90-degree angles, and then trying to square off the hips and leaning forward over that right leg. So taking the version that works better for you on this side and then folding forward over that right leg. And connecting with your breath, finding those nice deep, even breaths. Long exhales, letting all that tension go from the body. And then very slowly from there you can walk your hands up and just bring yourself around to a seated position and then lower slowly down to the floor, and you can just take a gentle sway from side to side with the knees. Take the arms into a cactus shape or a T shape either side of you, and then move the hips over to the left edge of the mat. Drop the knees over to the right for a supine twist. Take a couple of nice deep breaths here. And then moving your legs back into the center. Shift your hips over to the other side. Take the twist in the other direction. A few breaths there. Really relaxing here, letting go of any sense of effort. And then slowly making your way from there into the center. Get yourself comfortable, maybe take a blanket over you and extend the legs. Let the toes drop out to the sides. Bring the arms down by your sides with the palms facing upwards. And give yourself a couple of moments of total stillness. Now wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe take a stretch out along the mat, point the toes away from you, stretch the arms behind you, and then roll over to your side and come up to a seated position. Find a nice tall spine and a deep breath in and a long exhale out. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head, thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this gentle yoga practice. And if you did, please let me know in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe so you never miss a new yoga tutorial or any of my wellness content that I create. I am so grateful that you are here. So have the most beautiful day. I'll see you very soon.